All Memphis music all the time. We are 100.3. There's a song, it's been done by several people and different songs with the same title. I think I've heard Wilson Pickett say it. I know I've heard Mavis Staples say it. 99 and a half won't do. So it's got to be at least 100.3 to get it right. So Rick Tarrant here with Chris Milam. I'm coming to you from my home, and he's coming to you from his home as we're still under this COVID-19 nonsense. Well, I guess it's not nonsense, is it? People are dying left and right. But whatever this pandemic that has struck us, we're in each of our virtual worlds, and actually it's pretty much the same as it's been for both of us for years. Except now you don't get to go out and play gigs, and I don't go out to Lafayette's and stuff and hear people play gigs. So thanks for hanging out with me today.
It's my pleasure.
Your album, meanwhile, has an interesting album cover, first of all. It looks a little sad. And man, you haven't even made up your bed. There's looks like a bottle of wine in the window, and you're just sort of contemplative there, sitting in the floor.
Yes, yeah, you're kind of peeking through the door crack at just a scene, a little slice of life right there. Yeah, it's not necessarily an uplifting image, I would say.
Well, but it gives us a little peek into maybe what we'll find in the tracks. Is that right?
Right. Yeah, I think so.
So this song, "Whiskey in the Morning." Now, I've been on this planet a while. I've lived a few years. I've had plenty of whiskey in my day, but I don't recall ever having it in the morning. Well, unless it was after midnight.
Well, sure.
So what's the story behind Whiskey in the Morning Blues?
Yeah, Whiskey in the Morning is, it's about substance abuse. It's pretty literally about substance abuse and what that might look like. How I've been characterizing the album to people is that it's about limbo. It's about different ways that we just kind of get through the day. And it's really 10 different versions of what that might look like. And it deals with depression. It deals with loneliness. It deals with sex and substance abuse. And so this song is really facing that head on. With Whiskey in the Morning, quite literally. But I think the key line of the song is in the third verse where I say, "I can't tell the glow from the grieving." And that to me is a really important line for the whole album writ large. So it's not necessarily just about alcohol or any one substance or any one method of distraction. It's, for me specifically, in the last couple years, in anticipation of my dad's death and the wake of different relationships changing or ending. Sometimes I don't know. I can't tell the glow from the grieving. I don't know. I can't differentiate pleasure from pain. I don't know if, as I'm experiencing a celebratory moment now, I'm also kind of preemptively mourning that it's not going to be around next time. I mean, there were plenty of moments in the last months of Dad's life where you're happy because you're able to spend the time together, but you're also kind of anticipating that he won't be around much longer. So all those feelings start getting really mixed up. And as much as it is about just strictly, drinking your sorrows away, it's to me, the song's more about not even knowing what you're feeling in a given moment, and the way those lines get blurred.
And a lot of us are no stranger to finding something to numb the pain that we're experiencing. And in the moment, we might not even realize it is pain we're trying to numb. We're just reach for something to maybe give a different experience or, a pressure valve or something like that. And before too long, then we find that we're screwed.
Right. Yeah. You gotta be, it's a fine line between a bad decision and a bad habit.
That's a line from a song right there. or a sermon.
Right. Yeah.
It's a fine line between a bad decision and a bad habit. Interesting. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. Let's give it a listen. This is Whiskey in the Morning. Not something we're recommending, by the way. Chris Milam from his album Meanwhile at 100.3 WVZM.
Whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the afternoon, whiskey in the evening. Time takes its time, leaving whiskey in the morning blues. Sarah in the morning, Sarah in the afternoon, Sarah in the evening. I take my time, leaving Sarah in the morning blues. Halogen smile and dopamine flash, tobacco eyes and Cabernet sheets, overdue bills on the nightstand. The next dream knows the last dream. Whiskey in the morning, Sarah in the afternoon, whiskey in the evening. Can't tell the glow from the grieving. Whiskey in the morning blues, whiskey in the morning blues.
Hi there, I'm Chris Milam. Thanks so much for listening to my new album, Meanwhile, at 100.3 WVZM.org.